Hello everyone and welcome back to my favourite room in the house. If you've been following along with my channel, you'll know that recently I've been addicted to buying G.I. Joe classifieds, and particularly I've been looking out for bargains wherever I can. I have been looking for the best deals and the cheapest options for buying classifieds, and I've uncovered another new trick that classified collectors should take note of. Last week, I was at a toy fair and it dawned on me that I have a massive collection of vintage G.I. Joes. These Joes are all obviously pre-owned, pre-loved, second-hand G.I. Joes, some of which I've paid top dollar for. And I thought to myself, why do I not pay the cheap prices I see around this toy show for loose second-hand classified Joes? Because they're only a couple of years old and most of them are in beautiful condition and they are really, really inexpensive. So I got 3 new classifieds at the show. The first one of them was this Flint, and he is an amazing figure. I'm very happy to have him. My mate Shark Eyes tells me that this Flint might even be better than the retro Flint. I don't have the box for him, but that doesn't worry me. I got this guy for $15 Australian, which is about $9, $8 or $9 American. So I did really, really well. And look, he looks like he has hardly been played with. The joints are all still nice and stiff. The weapons are all there and intact. There is no paint issues. He has the very important, all-important beret on his head and a beautiful hairstyle. Look at that scar on his face. He is an absolute ripping figure. I love the fact that his shotgun opens up to obviously expose the barrel through which he can load his cartridges. So very, very cool. I think this is one of the old ones. It appears to have those pins in the elbows, and the plastic is a little bit I think as classified has gone on, the classified plastic has definitely got a little bit softer, a little bit more pliable and nicer to handle. But having said that, this still feels great in the hands, and he still stands up and does all of the things that he should do. And I've already taken some short video for my YouTube and Instagram channel, so have a look at that if you like. I've sort of teamed him up with Duke, and the Duke versus Flint question is an age-old question, but for $10 American, $15 Australian, certainly can't complain with how well I have done there. So that is the first version of Flint from the classified line that I got for cheap. The next figure that I got for cheap, I got for the same price. So this one also went for $15 American. And initially, no, not $15 American, $15 Australian. And this one initially I thought, oh, I'm not too sure about buying this one, but the fact that I got Flint made it hard to turn this one down, because Flint and Lady Jaye are effectively 2 peas in a pod. Everywhere Flint goes, you've got a Lady Jaye, don't you? It's just the way it works in all of the cartoons and the comics and the lore. So I grabbed this Lady Jaye, and I am not as impressed with her as I am with some of the other classifieds. I think she's just a bit dainty, a bit too dainty. There's not a lot of substance to this figure. Does that make sense? I don't mind the accessories. She's got a backpack which doubles as her famous camera that she came with the vintage version. And in the back of this backpack here, if I ease this off her back, you'll see you've got a couple of extra attachments there to obviously go on these javelins, which is kind of interesting. The backpack fits nicely into her back. So the javelins obviously fit into this I don't know what you'd call that. It's some sort of handheld weapon, which looks a little bit like a sawn-off shotgun, but the javelins fit in there. And I pushed mine all the way in. So yeah, I have seen them displayed, with just the end in and quite a long javelin on the end. But I'm not sure if that's right. Is that right? let me know in the comments below if you think it's wrong. She's also got a little knife on her belt here. And yeah, her hat comes off, which is interesting. If you remove the hat, she's bald. She's absolutely bald, because her hat and her hair come off. But I've got her hair down here somewhere, and well, I hope I do. I'm pretty sure I brought it with me. Oh, there it is. There, yeah. So you can put her Princess Diana hairstyle on. Does it look like Princess Diana? I don't know. Yeah, I reckon it does. Princess Di would have had her hair like that at some point. I think I don't know. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the hat or the hair? I think maybe the hair is quite attractive, but she is known for wearing a baseball cap in most versions of this figure. So I mean, I wasn't too impressed with this one, but like I said, everywhere Flint goes, Lady Jaye usually does too. So it's nice to have the pair of them on my shelf. She looks okay enough, and certainly okay for $10 American. So not going to sniff at that. And then the biggest score, as far as I was concerned, for $15 Australian at this toy fair, was a loose Zartan, and here he is here. This figure is unbelievable, and everyone I've told. All of my friends, everyone I've told that I bought this figure, they've all said straight away, oh, that's a great figure. And he certainly is. He is wild. Really well made. Lots of different accessories. This hood comes off and his scarf comes off as well. I'm not going to take it off, but you can kick around with him completely bald, or you can chuck the hood on, which looks like it shouldn't stay on, but it actually does quite well. He got these nice gauntlets on his arms. He has these two little accessories here, like a fake hand and like a cobra head, it's like a snake head, which, you know, I don't know what that is, whether they're trophies from his work as a super master of disguise. The backpack here is amazing. I really like this backpack. It comes in half, like so, and inside you have his mask. He's like the many-faced man from Game of Thrones. So just like the vintage figure, you can actually put a mask on to Zartan and he becomes a completely different character, or Zartan in disguise. So that's very cool. There was one slight catch for this figure though, and I managed to talk down the vendor on price because he was missing his pistol. So he was missing this pistol from the original bag. But when I bought this bloke, the first thing I did was to jump onto AliExpress, and I found a seller on AliExpress that was selling all of Zartan's accessories for a miserly $10 Australian or something like that. So I ordered it straight away, and those bits and pieces, they rocked up on Friday. So as part of that, I got obviously the pistol that I needed for this Zartan, and I also got a couple of other little accessories. So he was supplied originally with a knife. This knife here is an all black knife. As you can see, I'll just pull that out. See, it's all black. It's actually a nice looking knife. I should show that off. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's an all black knife, but I'll show the accessories that I bought from AliExpress because I think they might be from a slightly different version of Zartan. I know there was a second version that came out that was slightly different color and was more of an exclusive version. Like it's a bit more expensive to pick up, both new and on the aftermarket. But, whoa, I've just knocked over Lady Jaye. Sorry, Lady Jaye. Maybe I'll move them back so I got a bit more room to play around with Zartan. Here we are. Yeah, oh, that's come off too. I've got to be really careful with these. Got my little dog here. If one of these things fell on the floor, I don't think he would eat them, but I don't want to risk it either. Otherwise I'd be waiting around for a week for it to come out the other end. So this is Zartan. I'm trying to get him to sort of stand up nicely. There we go. So the accessories that I got from AliExpress, let's have a look at them. So the pistol, I think, is the same. The backpack, though, looks a little bit different. So the backpack has these silver embellishments on it, whereas the backpack on this Zartan was all black. I'll just open the backpack so we can have a look inside. The mask was supplied, so for everything else in the backpack is exactly the same, but the mask in here, let's have a look at it. Ah, yeah, look, also exactly the same. So the backpack looks the same except for these silver embellishments. So that gives me more options. I mean, I can display this Zartan with this nice shiny silver embellishment on the backpack, or with the plain black one. The knife is actually painted. So obviously it was a premium figure that these accessories came from, and the knife didn't miss out on the paint run that the original knife did. So I've just been chucking that knife on the backpack like so, which I think works okay. And you also, with that AliExpress order, get another hood and another scarf. So I think the scarf is, yeah, it's exactly the same. The neckerchief is exactly the same, but the hood is a distinctly different color. Can you see that? So this one is more of a red-ish brown hood. It's burgundy. It's Ron Burgundy. It's rich mahogany. So it's more of a burgundy sort of look as opposed to the chocolate brown on this one. And I haven't really decided which one looks better. I know this figure is meant to come with the chocolate brown one, but I don't think there's any reason why I can't run with the red hood on this guy. Because I know with the vintage figure, the hood does look like this reddish brown, and he wears a black chest piece, and it works quite fine. I think that doesn't look too bad either. But I've certainly got options now because I bought all of his accessories on AliExpress for cheap. So they are the 3 Joes that I got for a grand total of $45 Australian, so about $25 American. I think I've done really well. I've augmented my growing classified collection with the leader of the Dreadnoks, as well as 2 key characters from the Joes, and I'm very happy to have done so. So there you have it. There are my very cheap classifieds, my latest cheap classifieds. Have you got any tips for me about where I can get cheap classifieds? Feel free to leave them in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't hesitate to hit subscribe, leave a like, do all those things that you do, because it certainly helps my stuff get out to more people just like you. I also have memberships on my channel, and thanks to everyone who signed up for one of those memberships so far. I don't offer a lot of perks, but at $1.50 a month, I know there's some really generous people around who like my stuff and show a little bit of appreciation by signing up for a membership, and those people are listed on screen now. But look, that's all I've got for you. I will see you next time. Yo-jo!